Hello and welcome to another Red Nose Day special with your host, SM3Reviews. Now today we are going to be looking at Bean. Now let's just get the elephant out of the room here. This film has three names. Bean, Mr. Bean the Ultimate Disaster Movie, and the Ultimate Disaster Movie. Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful. Anyway, let's start with the plot. Now, before you complain, look, the plot is exactly the same in all three names. They are exactly the same. So, hold your horses, okay? Right, anyway, let's begin with that plot. So, Mr. Bean goes to America. The end. No, not really. But Mr. Bean really does go to America. And he does go to live with a family while he works at a museum in America. This museum has got a very important painting coming in America. Pretty much the equivalent of the Mona Lisa in America. Okay, I'm going to stop saying in America, because I know it's going to get annoying and you're probably going to complain about it. Anyway, let's carry on. It's called Whistler's Mother. However, it's Mr. Bean, so something bad's bound to happen. Let's be frank about that. Okay, and sure enough, it does! And he sneezes on Whistler's mother after trying to clean it from dust. He tries to clean it, not knowing that the tissue he has got ink on it. Blue ink. He tries to clean the painting with that same tissue, but he covers the face with ink. Okay, so he tries and gets it to the spare parts, or whatever the bit's called, whatever it's called, and dabs paint cleaner on the tissue to try and get rid of the ink on the painting, which it does work. He does get the ink off, and then the paint. So now he's just left with a large bit of white canvas on the painting. Oops. So now he's screwed up the painting for good. So the father of the family invites him to go drink with him, because they both know that they are going to get the sack from where they work tomorrow morning. Anyway, a couple of hours later in the film, well, in film time anyway, he fixes the painting. Well, let's say he just replaces the painting, the $1 billion painting, with a $1.99 poster of the painting. Actually, you know what? That's a pretty good solution. I applaud the film for that. Well done. Okay then. He then gives a speech about the painting poster, which he didn't prepare for, mostly because he's in America and, you know, the ultimate disaster happened. He ruined the Whistler's mother. Then the father of the family gets a phone call from the hospital and says that his daughter is in there. Okay, so the father of the daughter finds out that the daughter is in the hospital with wounds. God knows what wounds they are. With Mr. Bean playing as Dr. Bean, he mends the father's daughter, and the father allows him to spend another week in their house. Honestly, this film feels like 3 episodes of the TV series. Okay, episodes 1 and 2 are like a double-parter. So, episode 1 and 2 are like 2 episodes in one. Okay, and episode 3 feels a completely different episode, since the ultimate disaster has already had a resolution. The ultimate disaster being the Whistler's mother incident. You know, you'd agree with that, I presume. Anyway, I'm going to give this film an 8 out of 10. It is funny for the right reasons. Definitely not like the Harry Hill movie, but it does suffer from writing. And it's not bad writing, but it is like 3 episodes in one, like I just explained. Okay then, that has been your host, SM3Reviews, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.